Hello, Taurus. My name is Lynn Walden. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I am a sun sign Taurus. So I did a reading for myself first to make sure I wasn't going to accidentally be reading myself instead of the collective. So here we go, my loves. I think it's time for you to take a rest. I'm going to read you the cards that came out in case you want to put them together in a different combination than I would. Discipline and grace. But understanding the difference between a discipline that feels like a restriction and the idea of a discipline that carries with it the energy of support to something that is good for your well-being. Okay, so we've got discipline, we've got grace, we've got risk success. Take a chance that everything you're doing is exactly the right thing. Just act as though. Humility, remember that there's someone along on the ride that is bigger than you. There is more help here than you realize. That may know better than what you think you do, Taurus. Neutrality, Tai Chi versus Karate approach to things. Notice your choices. When are you choosing to be instead of not that? And why? And take time to really take stock of things. What was your role? That was the card, though. What was your role? And the other card is shh, quiet. Today, stay away from media completely if possible. Totally unplug as much as you can from any electronic devices. Excuse me, including your phone, including Netflix. Just rest quiet. So this is the sense as I was preparing this, and I was getting a feel for the collective energy, which I'm realizing, of course, is not just Taurus sun sign. It's anybody who has a predominance of the Taurian energy, and often just a lot of Earth, but we'll stick with Taurus energy. I got a sense of, it was kind of like a platform that was gray. It was constructed concrete. It had a frame. It had a frame because you can see the wood lines in it. And it's like you're sitting on that concrete foundation and you're looking out, and you know there's a horizon there, but you can't quite see it. It's like it's almost like it's not quite nighttime. It's not quite, you're not in the absolute pitch black. There is light around you, and that's really important. There's light around you, but there is not light that is clear, that is moving you forward, but there is light around you. The darkness is not heavy. The darkness feels more like if I really, well, okay, so here it goes. I feel as though if I were just to go like this, it would start to move. There'd still be more. I wouldn't quite get through to the other side. The point is, I don't think you have to do anything. The feeling that I'm getting with this is that this sort of cloudy darkness, which is more grayness, is dissipating as you sit in the light on your concrete foundation. Now, how does that apply to the cards? Good question. The way I would read it is this. It's time to take stock. And this is what I felt before I actually got a complete version of that image. Often they'll start me with just a piece, and as I talk, it comes up. Look at what you have accomplished. I feel like this is not really so much about you doing super hard work right now. You've done a lot of work. But what I've noticed with Taurus is that very often their sense of discipline can be to get the job done, to get work done. But they're not creating discipline around how to do it in a way that is also supportive of their health and well-being. Not because they're just overgivers all the time, but because they genuinely, typically enjoy their work. Otherwise, they're not in it. Because Taurus has that quality of it needs to have a feel They need to have a feel for what they do. If they're going to stay in it for any length of time, if they're going to devote any sense of compassion or commitment to it. What you're getting is to notice where you are or have made choices to take you or to not move you out of that grumpy place. And why are you choosing that instead? You're asked for humility, as I said, in knowing that there is a guiding force with you, somebody that may know better than you. So it's kind of like saying, really seriously, Taurus, shh, quiet, step back, relax. You don't have to have an opinion on things. You can lean into grace. If there is some role that has troubled you, that you're trying to figure out, what the guidance here is neutrality. It's neutrality. It's about right now, at this point in time, not trying to figure it out, but trusting that in rest, the answers come. In letting go, the answers come. I'm going to sneeze because that also comes. Oh, just a minute. Thought it was done. I've thought twice this week this cold was done. And wouldn't you know, apparently I need even more rest. All right, my friends. To make this more concrete, what I really feel like you're being told is, take stock of what you've done. You have, okay, they're giving me the image again, so I have to talk image. Take stock of what you've done. You have built something. It is solid. You don't have to worry about what you don't see. Stay in the light, whatever that means to you. And trust that there is room for you in this state of peacefulness, in this state of grace, in this state of quietly resting in your own light and calling that light to you, deliberately choosing to call that light to you so you can feel the wellness and the benevolence of that and the grace in that. If there is something that has been troubling you, trust that by just being in this state, the answer will come to you, that you're going to get feedback on what was your role in that, how did it play out, and again, not what was your role in that in terms of what was your fault, but what was the energetic participation of that for you, and how has that changed? Because that might be something, again, that comes up for you as you're just sitting quietly, and that may not be relevant to many of the Taurus out there. What I would say is, in terms of what was my role, I would also take that as, for those of you who are not sure of where you want to go within your work, your hobby, whatever the next stage is that is calling you, stand back and look at what you have done. Because the thing with Taurus is they often don't really acknowledge just how much work has gone into something, again, because typically they love the work. But you need to stand back and look at what you've accomplished. Look at what you've accomplished. Look at what aspects of you created this wonderful thing that you have created in your life. Because if you're a Taurus, you have. And it may be family. It may be a family structure. It may be a business. It may just be a really fantastic community of people. But you have built things in your life because you're a Taurus. It's there. It's going to be there. It's going to show up somewhere. So pay attention to that. Honor that. Take space. Take quiet. Take quiet, my loves. Okay? And I will be back next week. If you feel inclined to give a thumbs up or subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that because it really puts it out to more people. And I'm enjoying this. Okay? Take care. Bye.